Kim Kardashian rips Kourtney Kardashian apart. Scott Disick is forced to talk about his relationship with Sofia Richie. Plus, a pregnant Kylie makes a brief cameo. Emphasis on brief. Hey guys, it's Ali for Hollywoodlife with your weekly dash cap, and Keeping Up is back, bitches.
Finally!
My favorite show is finally here, and the episode starts with Kim finally accepting she's no longer Kris Jenner's favorite child.
And you're my favorite daughter tonight.
It's
For the-
fine.
until
We've all
midnight.
come to conclusions that it's Kylie now, and I'm okay with that. I had a good 10-year reign.
Kris always chases the money. On to our other favorite Jenner child, Scott Disick. He has some moments sprinkled in this episode, and he's constantly asked about his relationship with Sofia Richie. Makes sense considering their age gap, and even Kim is curious about what their relationship is like.
Did you ever find yourself in a moment where you're like, grow up?
With her?
Yeah.
Not at all.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking
I feel like she tells it to me.
Honestly, everything's been going pretty well lately.
when Kendall and Kylie were hanging out with your girlfriend 10 years ago, who would have ever thought? Like, if you would have said, I mean, you're gonna date one of Kourtney's boyfriend one day. It's like you would never in a million years think that.
Kim loves twisting that age gap knife, doesn't she? Moving on, recall Kylie's pregno during this time, and she's also in the episode for like 20 seconds during Kim's baby shower for Chicago West, who was also apparently almost named Chloe West.
Kanye asked me if we wanted to name our daughter Chloe. Aww. Chloe West and Khloe Kardashian.
That's so cute.
I know.
Speaking of Coco, she asked Scott if he'll end up marrying Kourtney in a few years because no one is taking his relationship with Sofia seriously. However, Scott really starts to open up about Sofia when he's talking to Cece.
I mean, it's definitely like the first girl
I guess.
I've ever been with, other than Kourtney, that was like a real relationship.
You're kidding.
I mean, no, but I mean, yeah.
I love it.
I mean, one part of me is like really happy that I'm able to like care about somebody again, but there always is like some feeling in the back of me that feels guilty because I'm moving on from Kourtney, you know what I mean?
But hasn't she moved on?
Yeah, she's moved on. However, Kourtney's relationship with her sisters is really getting ugly over scheduling conflicts, which I can relate to 1,000%. But okay, while they're fighting, Kim throws a low blow and calls Kourtney the least interesting Kardashian to look at, and somewhere, Rob is smiling. Anyway, Kourt has a breakdown and lets her family know why she hates being with them, and Kim is trying her hardest not to rip her apart again. Eventually, Kourtney goes in on Kim, calling her evil. Anyway, Kourt, still on the phone, reveals how she really feels being part of the Kardashian family.
I don't agree with who you are as a human being.
Say you're sorry.
Okay, well, if I said something that hurt your feelings, I'm sorry.
Your sister,
Just say
like
you
that.
didn't
No,
mean.
You Kim, you meant it. So you. I'm not gonna live my life around people that make me not feel good on a daily basis.
Okay, well, clearly you're going through something else because you're acting like a lunatic.
Kim is literally in another room fighting with Kourtney on speakerphone. This level of pettiness is inspirational. Later, Kim really starts to show how little of a she gives.
And I'll be 10 billion times ruder back to her every single time until she just cries when she sees me. She's so goddamn entitled. She's such a mess. Gremlin. I'm not gonna play around with her anymore.
Eventually, Kim and Kourt patch things up long enough to do the Christmas card shoot, but even then, things become hectic. Kendall makes a cameo, but the rest of the family hightailed out of the studio by the time she makes it, so she's forced to shoot by herself and will eventually be photoshopped in, which, okay, why didn't they just do this with Kourtney? Oh, because the episode would be like 10 minutes long. We see you, Kris. While the show was airing, Kim and Kourt got into a huge and most likely fake fight on Twitter, arguing over the same issues they had in the episode. Coco also gets involved, saying all she wanted was peace, and Kourtney calls bullshit, and it's kind of hard to blame her.
Kourtney's leaving? She's not leaving. Of course she should. What a pussy.
Overall, this episode was messy, the tea was lukewarm, and I want to see more pregnant Kylie and also some cheating-ass Tristan. That is where the tea is at. But all right, right now you guys can click right up here to subscribe, hit that bell button down below, and come back for our Keeping Up recaps every Monday. And don't forget to watch the show Sunday nights only on E!